that he won't drop Salah.
There has to be one. You can't get the best out of these players by shoehorning them into 11.
Who would be
you have to rotate.
Who's the
that's the only way.
Who's the casualty at this moment, based on form and based on where we currently are?
And who's going to come in to replace him?
I'm not saying who it should be like.
They'll say it. We're having an honest conversation. I know what
you're going to say, but I don't think he wants to say it.
I can't, lad, because he's just the best player that's ever played for us, lad, right? Mo Salah
I thought you were going to say something else.
Right, Mo Salah, for me, I can never put disrespect on that man's name. What a phenomenal human being and footballer player for us. But his form this season, to be fair, has not been great. He's had his worst start to a Premier League season. He's got Freddie there, Freddie Church, Freddie Kaiser. That's been playing well. Had a few good games. Every time he's come on, he's had an impact. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking Salah off for 30 minutes in a game. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But in a Premier League game, would you not start Salah?
I know, because he's a moments player as well, right? So even when he's not having a great game, you're like, oh, you've got to leave him on because he can just turn it on at some point. So that's why it's really double-edged sword. Like, what do you do with Salah? Because he's not having a great start and he's not playing very well.
You've also bought in the likes of a Florian Wirtz and an Alexander Isak to be a succession. Yeah. That's the next stage. So I know he probably wasn't expecting to have to start phasing Salah out this early, and I'm not saying or suggesting at any point that he needs to be phased out in the starting 11. But from a Salah's perspective at this moment in time, do you protect him? Because I think out of all of the players, I know we touched on obviously the incident that happened in the summer, rest in peace Diogo Jota. Out of all of the players in his teammates, you see in that Bournemouth game after he scores that goal, you see the emotion.
Salah was crying.
He's crying, he's in tears, so he is visibly still reeling in a lot of grief for the situation that's happened. Is there a case to say, do you know what, at this moment in time, you don't, it'd be great if somebody else was firing and say, right, we've got somebody else to lean on. Without Salah's goals for us last season, lads,
we wouldn't have won the league.
We wouldn't have won the league. The table looks completely different. So we have to remember that. But out of the Hugo, Isak and Wirtz, how do we fit all three of them in enough, getting them enough minutes in order to take that weight? Because I thought that was always the point with getting them this season. It lightens the load that Salah's meant to do. Even if Salah has to be a moments player, he can be a moments player because we're going to have other players that are going to be in the game and are going to be integral to the system.
If you play them two, Hugo and Hugo and Isak up front, which I think in a dream situation, we would love to at least see it tested. Then and then if you go to a 4-4-2 in that way, obviously you can do like, 3-5-1-2s, or you can do some. But for me, a 4-4-2 to get them both in, and then it's Salah and Gakpo on the left. But then someone's got to miss out in midfield there.
This is why
you can't drop Ryan, and you can't drop Dom.
You can't drop Dom. I think this is why he's playing Dom on the right, because it's almost like he's trying to build in the midfield, right? So he's trying to congest this middle part, and then the left winger and the striker can go into, or the right winger and the striker can go into the middle and receive the ball. But it's just not quite working out. I don't know what we need to do, to be quite honest with you. I can't figure out a system that works best for all of these players. I really can't. You just can't tell me one, can you?
At this moment in time, no.
It's really difficult.
But we can sit there with a tactics board and say what we think would work. But actually,
to
actually do it is.
I want to still do want to see, which I haven't seen this season, Hugo and Isak together. I have not seen that at all.